thank you for joining me today. My name is Wan-Chin Chang. I'm the piano department coordinator at Blue Lake Fine Arts Camp. Today I would like to share with you a couple of exercises on controlling dynamics on the piano. Although the exercises are for piano for today, you can modify these exercises for your own instruments or voice. The earliest documentation of the invention of this instrument was back in 1700, an inventory indicating that Cristofori had a new harpsichord that can play both forte and piano. Later, this instrument was cataloged as clavicembalo called piano e forte. As you can see, the capability of producing different dynamics by the simple touch was the most important thing about this invention of piano. After over 100 years of evolution, the pianos in the middle of the 19th century had way more capability than Cristofori could have imagined. For example, in Chopin's Prelude in C minor in his Opus 28, he started with fortissimo. Fortissimo means super loud or the loudest you can play. If that's you, then we're going to be in trouble because 2 measures later he indicated crescendo. On the other side of the spectrum, Debussy in his Pour le Piano suite in the Prelude in one of the middle sections, he started with a piano. With a little crescendo and diminuendo. Then 2 measures later, he had più piano. Più means more. Più piano means even quieter. Then 2 measures later, he had double piano. Then 4 measures later, triple piano. So as you can see right there, if you are thinking about piano or double piano as being the quietest that you can play, then we're going to run into trouble, especially with the triple piano and on top of that, the crescendo and diminuendo. So the exercises that I am going to do, you are going to think of yourself as little volume buttons that you have in your devices. We're going to start with just 1 through 10. You can pick one note or a chord. You're going to play 10 different times, each one of them with a different volume level from 1 through 10. And you should also be able to do the opposite, each one from 10 down to 1. I am going to pick the first chord of the Chopin Prelude and do this exercise on that. When you want to play very quiet, one of the advices I got before was actually to listen to your environment for the softest sound that you can hear and match it. That's a very good idea. So if you're in your air conditioning room, listen to the humming of the air conditioning. If we're on camp, I would ask you to listen to the wind rustling of the leaves or crickets. Notice I seem to be using more of my full body and arm as I play louder, and that's because I wanted a nicer full sound as I play louder. One of the things I wanted to mention is that unless if you wanted a very harsh sound, you never want to hit your piano for a loud sound. If you hit the piano, it's going to scream. The second exercise will combine this dynamic control from the first exercise with a little bit of speed work and different ranges of the piano. So I'm going to use a metronome and scale. You're going to play 1 octave scale using quarter notes, 2 octave scale with 8th notes, 3-octave scale with triplets and 4-octave scale with 16th notes. Each one of the scale you're going to play twice. The first time crescendo, the second time diminuendo. So keep in mind when you get to the highest part of the scale, it's actually just going to be at about level 5 of your dynamic. And so I'm going to do a demonstration of quarter note first so you understand what I'm talking about. So this is quarter note at 120. Then you are going to continue with 2 octaves, with 3 octaves, and then 4 octaves. You found these 2 exercises helpful. Thank you for watching this visual arts video brought to you by Blue Lake Fine Arts Camp.